I've never been a quiet person.
I don't know if you knew you did this, but your eyes are like closed.
I'm going boop to my mom's butt.
We'll set the scene. We are twins, obviously, so we were around 8 at the time when this happened, something like this. I verify we were 8. Okay, great. We went to this like museum place that's like really popular. So they've got this like kids section where you can run through a bunch of different parts of the, just different kid activities that are in the museum. They also have a boring section for the adult, which is where they show like documentaries and things.
So boring.
So boring. So our parents were very excited about a whale documentary. We were not so excited about that whale documentary. So we decided that we were gonna go continue playing on the play equipment and let our parents do that. Now, Karen did something that was so terrible that I can't even remember it to this day. But it was so bad that
it still has affected you to this day.
I was so mad that I said, forget her. So I decided, I was like, anything is better than hanging out with my sister. I'm gonna go watch this whale movie with my parents. So I go back to go and watch this whale movie with my family. I see my dad, very excited. I love my father. I grab his hand, I'm holding on to it, kind of snuggling in. I notice my father is having a conversation with another man, and that conversation stops. I look up, notice this man is not my father who I'm holding hands with. It is a random stranger who I've never met before. And he is looking in horror down at me. My little 8-year-old brain first is like, you've got to get back to your sister. And second, it's like, you've got to get out of this situation. What's the only way?
What are you gonna do?
Pretend to be blind.
No, no.
And my little 8-year-old brain throws its little hands out in front of it, and I try to like walk away and pretend like I can't like tell like what objects are or things. It was the dumbest thing ever and absolutely horrible. Not only is Connie has her hand stretched out like this in front of her, but she's like, I don't know if you knew you did this, but your eyes are like closed.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what a blind person would be. I was so dumb. I was so dumb. Like, oh, I'm sorry to every blind person out there. It's like so horrible, but that's where my brain went.
But she's coming towards me like a zombie almost, like reaching out like my sister, like I don't even know who you are. And she's like, play along, and I'm like, oh babe, no. I'm laughing uncontrollably.
Anyway, if you're one of those 2 men out there, I'm sorry that I thought you were my father. That was pretty embarrassing for all of us. But a good laugh later.
Yeah. So this is my Disney butt story, and it goes as follows. I went to Disney World for the first time when I was 5, and it was great, except I was super short, so I couldn't like get on any rides. So we're waiting for like Neverland or something. We're just waiting in line, and it's like this dark tunnel. I'm there, I'm 6. I'm like level, right? Like height level, like my face is literally the height of like someone's butt. I'm so short, which is fine. Everyone starts out that way. And so I'm there with my mom and my cousin and my brother, and I'm standing behind someone. And I just assume it's my mother because she was in front of me at some point in this line. Again, like butt's the first thing in front of me. I'm like, boop to this person's butt, but I assume it's my mom. I'm going boop to my mom's butt. Somebody turns around, looks at me, and it's like some grown man that I've never seen before in my life. And so I like just boop this guy's ass, this stranger's butt. I'm 6 years old, and he just turns around and looks at me like he's gonna like come after me because I just touched his butt inappropriately. Actually, I didn't touch his butt. I literally whacked his ass with my fists. I like punched his butt. And so he like whips around, he's like, what the hell? And then I'm like, ah! And I just run away. I go to my mom and I tell her what happens, and she just laughs, and I'm horrified. And I will never forget it ever in my life.
I was in middle school, and this girl, she's kind of rude, but it's okay. She's a chill person, whatever. I ignore the game, and I just play on my Tamagotchi like the baddie I am, right? So then I like look up, and you get a little whiff, a little hint to the stink. And you know, everyone's just looking, and then she like covers her butt, and I just started laughing. To the point where the teacher was like, what are you laughing at? And you know, I didn't want to be that person like, oh, that girl doodle herself. No, that's like rude. So I was just more like, hey, like, I don't know why I'm laughing. Ha 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 ha. This is so funny. Of course, the other students, outed the poor girl. I was like, she doodle herself. So I laughed really hard. And then the teacher got mad at me because I was the first one to laugh. So maybe if I didn't look, the other people wouldn't look, because she did it herself. I really tried to like be a homie and just giggle to myself, but I've never been a quiet person.